This can't be kept quiet, ladies and gents. Some experts believe that the price of XRP Ripple is going to skyrocket. They believe it might go over $1,000, 0 cents, or even more. That's pretty cool, right? This is because the SEC and Ripple case could end at any time. Everyone in the crypto world is very interested in this sign because they think prices will go up. This movie will blow your mind. Let's skip all the other stuff and get right to the point. Notice of this. The long-running court. The fight between the SEC and Ripple is almost over. This could be a very important year for crypto in 2025. In 2020, it was said that Ripple sold $1,330,000,000, 0 cents worth of shares without being listed. The case quickly became the most important part of the US crypto law fight. But now, after almost 5 years, it's likely that both Ripple and the SEC will drop their claims. It is now official that Judge Annalisa Torres's ruling from 2023 is the only one that holds true and cannot be changed. It won't take as long or cost as much as before. The people who use crypto on Jungle Inc. right now. The choice that Judge Torres made was a big deal in and of itself. To sum up, she chose that XRP is not an investment since it is a digital coin. They didn't break any securities rules as long as they sold XRP to the public through platforms. He did discover, however, that Ripple's direct sales to institutions and savvy investors were not marked as securities offerings. Because the ruling was split, both sides could file an appeal. They made promises for months and tried to make a deal but failed. Now, there are clear signs it's not good for either side to have this fight go on for too long. While on X, Steph said that the SEC was about to drop the XRP case for good. Ascend heard that the SEC is planning a secret meeting on July 10, where the commissioners will likely decide whether to end the case completely. This gave them more hope. That Ripple wins is very important, but it's also important for the whole crypto business because it sets a bar. In the US, digital goods will always be judged by Judge Torres' decision. Reading of the law, there is no need for more court proceedings. The way a token is sold is more important than the token itself, as shown by her choice. There is a difference between the two that might change how police work and how lawmakers write crypto rules in the future. It's possible for something big to happen. Since Ripple is no longer in trouble with the government, it can quickly grow its business, make new connections, and work XRP more deeply into the world's financial systems. How the rules will be easier to understand, and XRP has also not only stood to win, but also from the chance of being relisted on US platforms. This is because the token was taken off the market when the SEC case was at its worst. Institutional buyers who might not have been interested in XRP before because they were worried about the rules may now be. Once more, crypto language did a great job of describing the trip. They set up Ripple to change the way people pay for things all over the world. They almost went out of business when the SEC sued them for $1 billion, 0 cents to $300 million, 0 cents. But they just got the biggest court win in crypto history in 2025. It's not just the case is over. Now the bigger fight over how to deal with crypto in the US is about to start. Enforcement-based regulation has been used by the SEC for years. They say that most tokens are stocks, but they don't go into much detail about this. But Ripple's win and the decision to stick with Judge Torres' ruling go against that plan. It's not just proof that Ripple's right. Other projects can push back, ask for better directions, and build without having to worry about getting stopped for no reason. The case is over. As soon as Ripple and the SEC sent this written notice that they were withdrawing their appeal, so Judge Torres didn't have to sign it again. It is now the law that she made, and there will be no more cases or delays. Jungle Inc. said that her choice is now the law. Cryptography doesn't always have such a clear ending. We won this time. Now Ripple can start making real progress. Lastly, XRP can be graded on how useful it is, not on how much trouble it has with the law. The company is still fighting to be seen and have clear rules, but now they have a strong new model to follow. Not only that, this could be great for both Ripple and Bitcoin. It began all over again, just as you thought it was over. Ripple can be used without any problems now that the case is over. Some people who know about it say that soon something big will happen. XRP is back and about to go on a run that could shake the whole crypto market. There's something new that you're about to learn. the amount of XRPs going through the roof. A lot of people in the XRP army agree with what Idina said. There is a big event going on, a lot of drive, confidence, and speed. Now that Ripple's case is mostly over and Judge Torres is still in charge, the project can finally move forward with calm. There has been a lot of guesswork, hope, and big claims since things became clear. Barisk, a crypto expert, was one of the strongest. He said that XRP could reach $1,000, 0 cents a coin, which is 44,000, 100% more than it is now. Price changes like that won't just happen because of hype or technical trends for Barry. A big part of what will cause it is the public establishment adopting it. Barry thinks that XRP will go through a recovery that is different from any other cryptocurrency we've seen. As soon as big banks start using it for real life transactions like payments, managing cash flow, and settling between banks, he said that XRP will no longer be cheap. The prices of digital goods might never be the same again after what happens next. XRP is right now fighting the mood of hope that came after it broke through a major weekly support level. As low as $3.99 is one of the short-term goals that Dark Defender and Agra Crypto see. There are even more analysts who want to reach even higher peaks. He's not just thinking about short-term moves though. For him, XRP will be the most important thing in the world's banking system. It'll be the digital plumbing that moves trillions of dollars around. A lot of people in the XRP community agree with this. $10,000, 0 cents. XRP is not a goal. As Tony the Rippler said, it's the way to get there. Longtime users who have been through SEC fights, exchange delistings, and media doubts see that dream as less of a fantasy and more of a roadmap now that the law is clearer and more people are adopting cryptocurrencies faster. Even Jack the Rippler sent this tweet, which wasn't very clear. You'll get money soon. The change in energy makes it seem like something important is going on below the surface, which is good for XRP, even though it's not clear. There have always been big goals at the heart of the story of XRP. There are still fights in the courts, but now that institutional tracks are being built in real time, those goals are having trouble. It doesn't matter if you think XRP will hit $10, 0 cents, or $10,000, 0 cents. It will. There are changes going on, and XRP is a part of them. Barry said that the first step toward $1,000, 0 cents, is for banks to go public. With the way the market is going now, that time may be coming up faster than anyone thought. Let us take a look at Ripple's. Getting to know people better. Believe me, there's more than meets the eye. What's going on behind the scenes could be the best sign of a bull market ever right now. If you think this is just more business news, you need to think again. Now, everything could change.